Oh, you're finally waking up. You've been out so long I'd begun to worry I had misjudged the potency of my potion. Now, let's get a good look at you. Such a perfect thing, aren't you? Now what's with that expression? After all the effort it took to get you here? I'm hurt, honestly. Oh yes, I'm terribly sorry about the restraints, but until I can be sure that you won't run off on me, they'll have to stay. I'm sure in time you'll come to realize that the best place for you is right at my side. Well, what are you looking around for? Some manner of escape, mayhap? I wouldn't waste your time. This location is quite unescapable. The sooner you come to accept your new situation, the better it will be for the both of us. Did you not hear me? I'm sorry, but I simply cannot let you go. You are most precious to me, and allowing you to roam free presents too many risks that I cannot control. But now, with me, you are safe. Oh, I've watched you since you started at the academy. You first caught my eye with that little stunt in the library. I must say, setting one of the old tomes aflame was probably not the best first impression you could have made on the faculty. But ever since I first laid my eyes on you, I became transfixed. Well, it wasn't long before I started keeping tabs on you at all hours. I simply couldn't help myself. Oh, but then I started to realize how dangerous the academy was for something as precious as you. Alchemical experiments, spellcraft, ancient magics. At any moment, some disaster could strike you, could take you away from me. Therefore, I decided that I would have to take you away from there, to somewhere that you might be safe from all the uncertainties of the arcane world. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I cannot permit you to continue your magical studies. Doing so would only present more risks to your life, which is something I absolutely cannot condone. Though it pains me to take away your passion, I assure you it is for the best. If something were to happen while your untrained hands practiced sorcery, I would never forgive myself. Oh, I've seen it countless times. Inexperienced mages attempt to spell outside of their league and end up incinerating half their body. Once I even saw a young apprentice trying to manipulate his own ether into a spell and ended up siphoning the entirety of his life energy. He ended up a soulless husk. I cannot allow a similar fate to befall my most precious possession. Oh my! Does it upset you when I refer to you as such? My apologies, but you are mine now, and I have certain rules that I expect you to obey. First up, no running away. Though eventually I'm sure you will come to realize that we belong together, I must insist against any escape attempts in the future. Failure to obey this rule will make me rather cross, and I'd hate to have to discipline you. Second, no magic. As I've said, magic is simply too dangerous for someone as delicate as yourself. I cannot allow you to perform any of what you might have learned at the academy, as it presents far too great of a danger to you. If you use magic, I will know. And if necessary, I will carve a ward into your soul to prevent you from manipulating ether. The process is rather painful, so it would be best if you simply ceased any and all arcane activities. Oh, don't look so sad, my sweet thing. I understand your transition to this new life will be difficult, but I am certain that you will come to love me just as I love you, with the entirety of my being. Oh, that's right, you must be parched. Allow me to fetch you a glass of water. Apologies, an unfortunate side effect of the knockout potion. We wouldn't want you to get lightheaded. Just lean your head back a little. That's right. Now drink. Much better, isn't it? Don't worry, I'll make sure all your needs are met, my love. All you need to do is listen and obey. And after all, isn't that so much easier? Ah, I know. Why don't I show you to your room? On your feet now, with me. Stay close to me. No wandering off. Here we are. As you can see, I spared no expense on you, my love. Perfection deserves perfection, after all. Silken sheets, ostrich feather pillows, I think you'll find it all quite satisfactory. You even have a balcony with a wonderful view. Which, of course, is warded. Don't go trying to make an escape off of it. Though I'm certain you would never try that. Isn't that right, my love? My, a mind for geography as well. That is correct. This is Roderick Spire, home to my family for eons. Which landmark gave it away? The Thevrian River or the hills to the east? It is quite a beautiful river. I'm glad that was what captivated your eye. It runs nearly the length of the continent. When I was a lad, my grandfather taught me to fish in that river. Though we were always wealthy, never in need for such trivial tasks, he believed a man should always possess a certain set of skills, and he made sure that I had them. Mayhap one day I'll be able to take you on a long walk along the riverbed. And if you behave, that day may be closer than later. Now come along. Though the view is nearly as perfect as you are, I would show you the banquet hall where we shall enjoy our meals. Now, when we entertain guests, I will expect a certain level of formality, and this should go without saying, but don't bother trying to plead your case to any of them. Even if they were to take pity on you, the capital my family pours into this country's affairs will ensure that no one ever bothers us. Oh, the academy? No, pay it no mind. I've already taken care of all the paperwork that states you've dropped out and returned to your home village in the country. As far as the academy is concerned, you no longer exist. Now, back to the banquet hall. As you can see, it's a traditional long table with plenty of seating for when we host guests. In fact, in celebration of our new union, I've had the servants prepare a roast duck and one of our vintage bottles of wine, which I'm certain you'll enjoy. Now, we'll continue the tour for the rest of the top floor, where you'll be residing. Next up is... How very disappointing. I had hoped that we could ease through this transition with our civility intact, but now I see I must be more forceful. Do you think me a fool? Mayhap a simple crazed lunatic? Did you honestly believe I would not take precautions when dealing with a mage? That I would show myself to you unprotected? How simple-minded you must be to think that I would be defenseless in mine own home. How could someone so intelligent be so foolish? Oh, it's a simple spell, this personal ward. Normally such a spell would last only minutes, but when sustained by crystallized ether, however, they can last much, much longer. But I see now that I cannot afford you as much leeway as I had wished. I must make clear to you that this is your life now. Regardless of what you once wanted or where you thought you were going, you belong to me and only me. Now and forevermore. I'm going to seal you in your room before I lose my temper. We'll resume this talk tomorrow, when you've had a chance to reassess your situation. I pray you don't make any more foolish mistakes like that again in the future. Good night, my love. Welcome to the rest of your life.